So let me just ask you before we start, do you have a habit, like I have had for probably my whole life, of scanning the environment and looking for what could be better? Now, some people might actually, hey, Andrea, hey, Carol. So, some people might call that being critical or complaining. And actually, what I've come to realize about myself, and if the shoe fits, wear it, that it's like we have a virus in our mind. It's a virus of the mind that we are scanning, looking for something to complain about. I don't know what that is. It must be part of our survival instinct that we, it used to be useful to look for things that we could make better or change so that we could survive. And that's actually not true for most of us now. We have everything we need to survive, and yet we still have this virus that makes us complain and look for what's wrong, what's not working. So when I read this book, it was such a simple idea. It only takes 3 seconds, and you do it before you even get out of bed. So there's really no excuse. I'm waking up, I turn off the alarm clock. Sometimes I wake up beforehand, before the alarm clock. But in any case, before I get out of bed and go potty or get my water or put on my slippers, this is what I do. I lie in the bed and I just stretch and say, something amazingly awesome is coming to me today. Something amazingly awesome, something astoundingly awesome is going to happen for me today. I change it up, sometimes I say something different. And here's the idea. It's like an AA program where at the first step of an AA program for recovery from an addiction is admitted you're powerless over that substance or person or thing. So this is like AA 2.0. And the first step is admit that something amazing is coming to you that day. All right, so why does this work? Why is this so powerful? Besides the fact that it only takes 3 seconds, and remembering to do it is the other piece. So it's powerful because you're paving the way for the rest of your day, for 24 hours. You're paving the way with positive expectation. You're setting up a powerful intention. And if you read Wayne Dyer's book, The Power of Intention, you know it's everything, right? But what I was missing was, you have to remember to set the intention through the day. You have to remember to write it down, or you have to remember to set that intention before the next activity, which are all great ideas, but I forget. I get busy and I get into my own thing, or I get into that habit, that virus of mine where I'm looking for what's wrong. And there's plenty that needs could use some improvement, right, in the world. And, or the dog next door barking and bothering me, or I'm driving and somebody's a bad driver and they're going really slow, or they're going too fast. It's never just right. So all of that is a habit, right? And I just needed something quick, simple. I can remember it. It doesn't change. And and so then you're focused on what? Blessings and miracles. So what's happened for me, I'll just share this with you, and I hope something similar, if you try this with me, I hope something similar would happen for you. What I've noticed is I am looking the rest of the day for what is it? What's the amazingly awesome thing that's coming today? And since I've started it, here's just a couple of the things that have happened. One day, free water fell out of the sky. It was amazing. All day long, free water. It fell on all the flowers and all the plants in my yard. It was free. I don't know about you, but our water is really expensive because you have to pay double for the sewer. Anyway, it's crazy. It's a boondoggle, but this was free. So that was a miracle. That was awesome. Another day, I just happened to open my PayPal account, and there was money sitting in the account waiting for me to withdraw it. I was shocked. I figured out where it came from, but I hadn't been looking for it. It was just sitting there miraculously, waiting to be withdrawn. Another day, I went for a hike with a really good girlfriend of mine, and we hiked down to a river that was full of water because it's been raining a lot here. And then we followed one of the little creeks, and we saw bubbles floating on top of the water. And did you know that if the sun is shining and it shines down through one of the bubbles, it forms a little star, this little bright star. It will be off to the side of the bubble, just to one side of it. So we were watching for all the little stars that were floating down the creek. I mean, bubbles are awesome anyway, but then there were these magical stars that appeared. So that was my astoundingly awesome thing that happened. I had a session with a client yesterday, and I was kind of thinking, it was getting toward the end of the day, and I was thinking, I don't know if anything astoundingly awesome has happened today. I have to think about that. But then I had a session with a client. She had a huge breakthrough, something that had been plaguing her for, well, pretty much all of her life, certainly all of her adult life. And I was able to guide her. Together we co-created a situation where she could move through that, and we cleared some blocks, and she felt so much lighter and free of pain. And it was astounding. It was astoundingly awesome. So here's the thing. Hey, Virginia. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Lynn. So fun to see all of you. Negativity bias, Andrea says. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah, we want a positivity bias. So, what was I saying? So here's the other piece. It is really good at the end of the day to think about what was the astoundingly awesome thing that came. What were the blessings? What were the miracles? And what did I notice that was phenomenal? And then it's fun to say that. So my husband and I will share that over dinner. We're talking anyway, and it just kind of gives a nice framework to the day. It's a great way to share and connect on a real positive level instead of just talking about, change the oil, what's for dinner, what are we going to do after dinner? That gets a little old after years and years. So this is something that livens up our conversation, and it's a great way to just acknowledge whatever astoundingly awesome thing happened for you. So that's my 3-second radical change maker for you. Let me show you the book that I read. I came across, Think and Grow Rich. Now, you may have heard of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's a great book too. But this one is Think and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. Let me see if I can read backwards. A 30-day experiment in shameless gratitude and unbridled joy. So just, what I'd love is for everybody who wants to have more of that in your life to join me in this experiment. Like I said, I've already started for a week. I was going to go through at least the end of March, is 30 days, and just see what difference it makes. So let's do this together. How fun. I'll start a thread in the Spiritual Women Entrepreneurs group, and I'll call it Thank and Grow Rich, and then you can post. That's a great way to be accountable for noticing the blessings and then posting whatever miracles and amazing things happen for you. Okay, awesome. And go get the book. I ordered it on Amazon. I think it was $8 or something, and it's already made a big difference in my life. I love this new perspective. All right, love to all of you. So fun seeing you. Thank you for all the hearts and love. Go have a beautiful, amazingly awesome day. Bye.